Hey everyone, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? I think the sound is coming through. Can someone just confirm and let me know? And if no one confirms, I'll assume it is going through okay. I'm just going live while I'm doing some work. And when I say work, I'm actually working on the secret course where I haven't actually told anyone what it is about. When I say I haven't told anyone, I mean no one knows what it's all about. Hey, Mohammed, how you doing? Thanks for letting me know the sound is good. So I'm not going to share any screenshots or anything because I've set myself a deadline of getting this ready to be released very, very, very soon. And the slight issue I've got is I've obviously created extra pressure upon myself to get this done. And I think it's going to take a good 6 days, I reckon. And I've got other things on, so I've added this extra pressure on myself to get this done because I want to get it done by a certain time. So I don't know why I do this to myself. But then one of the ways I've always lived my life, I'm doing okay, thanks for that, and I hope you're okay too. One of the philosophies I live my life by is that if you do not push yourself towards a goal, you never get it done. You keep putting it off. So I've said, no, I'm going to get it done. Made a start on it 2 days ago, and I now want to power on with it over the next 6 to 7 days. In fact, I think I've got 8 days. 8 days, including today, maybe. So I want to really just focus on getting this secret course done, which is going to, in my opinion, propel you to go up a level. And I think it could help you win clients and jobs as well, depending on how you phrase what I'm going to be talking about. But we'll leave it at that. MCX, hope you're holding on. Oh, I'm holding on as much as I can too. The thing is, though, when you try to do a live chat and you try to work, you focus more on the chat than working. So you're like this, back and forth, back and forth. Yeah, to be honest, Dave, I'm night, day, Saturday, Sunday, Christmas Day, whatever day, birthday, I'll be working. If I know something needs to be done, I will work. Because when things need to be done, the mistake some people make is, like I said earlier, is you know you want to do something. You want to decorate. You want to lose weight. You want to buy a new car. You want to go shopping. You want to do something, and it might be socially, physically, emotionally, mentally, or for your business, financially, growth, scale, looking at new methods and stuff. But sometimes people put it off because they go, oh, well, it's not that important. I don't like to live life like that. I've always said that if I had approached life with like a backseat approach, I would not be anywhere near where I am now. And I'm very grateful to be where I am. So I always say to people, look, if you want to do something and you want to achieve big things, get off your ass and get on with it. Don't wait for someone else to hand you the reward or the solution, because often we have to be the ones to instigate and make it happen. And when you achieve it because you've gone and done the hard work, you value what you did like a million times more, right? Because you know that I solved that problem, I grew our business, I was able to get XYZ because I put in the effort. Whereas with like the lottery, people always say, oh, you got to buy a ticket. Well, yeah, I know. But if you win it, you win it. It's chance. It's luck. There's no real skill involved. Yeah, well, so I've contacted the authorities and stuff like that. And, whether they do anything about it is up to them. Been reported to Google, loads of stuff like that. But at the same time, I'm not going to waste my time thinking about it too much, even though I have spent quite a bit of time thinking about it, which is kind of contradicts what I've just said. What I mean, though, is that move on, right? Because it did bother me a lot. I can't remember when it was. Was it Thursday? Was it Wednesday or Thursday? One of those days. So it bothered me and I wasn't happy about it. And you start to have you get really angry inside and everything. But then you have to move past that. You have to kind of go, forget it. So what? Get on with what you want to do with your life. Get on with the stuff you need to do. Because if you don't, you're holding yourself back, like I just said. So I will jump in and out of the comments as much as I can. If I don't jump in and out of the comments, sorry about that. By the way, I think there's a wire. I need to get some better tape because you can see the reflection of the light on that wire. There's a bit of tape on there, but can you see there's a little white spot? And that's the light hitting it. I've got most of the light switched off today just because I'm just going to carry on doing what I'm doing. And I've actually now forgotten what I am doing. Ah, yeah, here we go. Oh, yeah, I was meant to open something else up. So as far as that person who kind of was stealing the course, action is being pursued from different avenues. Where they go exactly is, it's not that it's anyone's guess, but it's a bit like, I'm not going to focus on it too much. Hey, Palav, how you doing? Yeah, I mean, thank you. I mean, a lot of people sometimes don't realize, like right now I'm working on a secret course. That's going to take about 6-7 days to do. I've now delayed some other jobs and things, and it affects productivity a little bit. So does it mean I lose potential income? Yeah, in a way. And sometimes people don't realize, like, the current elemental course took a total of 6 weeks. Was it 6 weeks? 4 weeks to do the course, 1 week to polish up, and then 1 week of planning. I was planning it for quite a while, but if I total it up, it was probably about a week's worth of work. So 6 weeks. When you look at that amount of time and the amount of hours that were put in and effort, and the fact that it costs me because I'm storing the videos on a cloud server with another third party to stream back to the website. So when you factor so much of that in, the cost of the course is ridiculously low compared to what I put in. Hey, Exotic Amu, hope you're okay. And sometimes people don't value that. They go, oh, can't you make it cheaper? I mean, I've still got people nearly every day asking me to make the course cheaper. And I keep saying it's $150 on the 12th of December. You can get it for $50. If you use the coupon code Pepsi Max, you get a little bit more off. But the value of the coupon decreases each day. And come the 11th of November, 10 days time, don't know why I did that, it's 10 days time, it goes from 50 to 100. So if you want it for low, you get it now. But so many of them are like, oh, no, you need to make it lower. This ain't fair. You know, it's okay for you. You've got loads of money and blah, 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 blah. Hey, Yusuf, you're right. You know, so it's a bit like, and then I get fed up of justifying myself to anyone who kind of goes, oh, you know, can't you make your course cheaper for us? Because it's like, how much cheaper do you want me to make it before I'm just giving it away, right? And that does annoy me. You know, I'm not going to lie that when people start saying, well, can't you, oh, hold on, that didn't work. Why did that not work? What am I doing wrong here? Oh, sorry, I put the wrong value in. Duh. So I'm just writing a bit of code here to help do what I'm going to be doing very, very soon. Now, for some reason, that doesn't work. Why is that not working? I'm trying to do something, but I'm not going to say what I'm doing because I don't want anyone to start second guessing what the secret course is about. But for some reason, I'm doing something and it's not working. Normally, it does work. Yusuf, I have not looked at it. The thing is, though, Yusuf, here's how I work, right? So for anyone that's not aware, I went live on Thursday. Yusuf wanted me to look at his website. He then emailed me. Here's the thing, Yusuf, right? your email is one of, say, about 150 to 200 I get a day. If I don't deal with it right at that moment, I delete the email. So I know you emailed it, but then I delete it because at that moment in time, I'm giving a free service by reviewing your website. So what I've done is delete it. So if you want me to look at it, you're going to have to email it again at this point in time. Plural, how you doing? The thing is, though, Plural, I don't know yet. You know, I mean, authorities, they can take forever and a day to get back and stuff. Solopreneur, I'm using the My Listings theme. Questions about taxonomy. How do I build out the taxonomy for specific regions? Right, so what you got to do is you go to taxonomy. You will then say, well, you could use regions. And then inside of regions, you would add in, say, I don't know, you could go for country, region, city, town, street, whatever you want. So I would just use the regions. If you want to create your own, you would create your own and again work in that logic. So you might go with a country, region, I don't know, city or something like that. So you could break it down like that. Hasnain, can I get a WordPress job? No, because I don't offer any jobs. But you can still get a job. And you don't have to know PHP and JavaScript to get a job. You can get a job. You just have to be talented enough to get the job, kind of thing. So you need to put in the effort and show the person, I can probably help you and help you to run more efficiently and do more things for you. And maybe there's a skill gap and I can fill that skill gap. What you can't do is say, can I get a WordPress job? If I'm not an sorry, let me rephrase that because I don't want it to feel like I'm having a go. What you don't want to do is say, can I build websites for your company, but I don't know how to do coding? What you go in is say, I can build websites. You be confident in I can build websites. Yep, Amu, you can ask a question, right? If they then say, can you do JavaScript? You can say no, but that's because I use XYZ. And if I had to go and look at JavaScript, I would use some AI tools, but I hope you don't mind about that. Or I'll check with someone else in the team. But if you're building a website with, say, Bricks or Elementor, do you need to be an expert on PHP, CSS, JavaScript, and all of that? Because for a lot of websites, you don't need to use any CSS or anything like that at all. So it all comes down to what are you building, for instance. Yeah? That's interesting. So Smiley Jack, so like take the railway font, right? The numbers and the letters are not in line, which does sometimes annoy me. If you do find that some fonts are not vertically aligning, I mean, the best you could do there really is see if you could do some negative top margin. I don't know. I've not really come across that issue, to be honest. I don't like working with paid fonts because often, even though someone might have paid for it, have they got the correct commercial license to use it? So I'm never entirely sure, kind of thing. I'm on a Mac. I'm on a Mac computer at the moment. Right. So you've sent an email. Let me just check. It's not come in yet. Let me just check. Is your email coming through? So I'm just deleting loads of junk emails in my junk folder because I've just checked that. Yeah, your email's not come through you yet. So just push it through if you can push it through. And I'll have a quick look at it, I think, in a moment. So I'm just working on my website over here and I'm just trying to work out why is something I'm doing not working? Why is something not working? What have I done wrong here? Oh, of course. Duh. You know when you do stuff like over and over again, sometimes you actually forget what you were meant to do. And I don't like it when I forget stuff. Okay? Let me just try this. Normal. Yep, that worked. Yep, that worked. And that worked as well. Cool. Right. Do you ever get that situation where you literally forget the basics of what you're doing? Like you're writing some code or something because you want to do something slightly different with something, and you pop in like your CSS or your JavaScript, and you're staring at the code because it should work, and it was all because you forgot a syntax somewhere, kind of thing. Right, just checking if your emails come through again, Yusuf. No, it's not come through, mate. info@websquadron.co.uk. Exotic Amu, I use a 4-core DO server on Cloudways, which costs you $110. I'm planning to switch to Hostinger. I don't use Hostinger or Cloudways, so I am not the best person to advise on that. I always say, though, that if anyone answers your question, they have to have had experience from going from Cloudways to Hostinger. Some people will say, Hostinger, yeah, brilliant, go use it. And then you might go, okay, I'll use it. But you need to find someone who's experienced and has done that transition, because you may then find actually hosting Cloudways was better, kind of thing. Hey, Devin, hope you're all right. You know, you may even want to go back to Cloudways and say, look, I want to be honest with you. I'm thinking of going to Hostinger Cloud Enterprise. Can you try to convince me for why I should stick around? And, you know, be genuinely honest and go, look, if you can convince me, I'll stick around. But I've got to be brutally honest. I'm thinking of going because of X, Y, Z. And they'll either throw you a discount or convince you of the reasons, you know. But you really want to be speaking to someone who is on Cloudways and has now gone to Hostinger, and they sort of benefit. Otherwise, people are just going to reply and go, no, stick with Cloudways, but they never used Hostinger. Or some are going to say, go to Hostinger, but they were never on the Cloudways 4-core DO server. So always be careful of those kind of questions, because it's dead easy for someone to go, no, what are you even doing? Go to SiteGround. No, go to Kinsta. People are always going to, you know, give you a version or an interpretation of what they think is right. So I'm just checking the email thingy coming through. Right, I'm just trying to make sure I cover off all my bases for what I'm trying to do here for the course. I think I have. Oh, no, I haven't. Right, yeah, let's cover this off. Let us cover these off. That's what I'm trying to do. The most difficult thing, I think, is when you're trying to work and trying to work and do a live chat is very difficult. Is single page application possible in WordPress? I think so. Yeah, so what Smiley Jack says there's going to be reasons you went for a 4-core DO server, so you need to ensure that someone's got no, it's not come through yet, mate. It's not come through yet, Yusuf. Do you want to like hit send and receive on your email or from wherever you're sending it? Yusuf is currently learning digital marketing. Farhan, how you doing? What is your advice for new WordPress content creators? Any great app recommendations? No. AI, Claude, ChatGPT. Use that to help you to write your articles or to find different ideas or to experiment with your wording and your way of delivery. But in terms of great app recommendations, no, not really got any. It all depends on what your target audience is. Again, never ask anyone to tell you what to use. When you are running a business or you are starting a business, you should already have done your homework as to what you want to work on as to why you are different from other people. Never ask other people to tell you what to use or what to promote, because then that says to me your business model isn't well thought out. Because if you don't know what to cover and do, then how can you say that this is what I do if anyone ever approaches you? How do you know what you won't touch, kind of thing? Does that make sense? So what you kind of have to do is kind of look into yourself. Hey, Kays, I'm working on the secret course. And I thought while I'm working on it, I'll just go live and just talk in the background, kind of thing. Makes the day go quicker. Dave, do you use Versus Code or Cursor at all and create your own blocks? No. It depends, you see, because if I can get what I want from the page builder, Dave, I'll just use the page builder. If, however, I need to chuck in some HTML and CSS and JavaScript and create something completely unique, then I'll do that. So I always go with, can I just build it with the page builder? Because the website's built with a page builder anyway, so job done. When I need to go outside, like with the before and after image comparison, which you probably saw with, I did a video on that a while ago. It's using images from the media library, but the entire code is just, block of code kind of thing. So it very much depends on what you want to do. Yusuf, you can't paste emails or URLs into live chat comments. It's info@websquadron.co.uk. One word, websquadron.co.uk. Info, INFO. Right, FO, all right? Which sounds rude, but yeah, FO, okay? Info. Palav, in India, hosting is providing hosting at a discounted rate. What people are doing is they never need they simply post it. Well, I always think that's a dangerous way to play a game, really, because I always say that, like, look, take energy and utility bills, right? Take phone bills, take TV bills and internet. There's always going to be someone that's cheaper. But is the cheaper thing comparable to what you are getting now? So I subscribe to some stuff where people have said, you can get it cheaper. I go, yeah, I know I can get it cheaper, but will I get the same level as what I'm getting now? And the answer is no. So like my internet, okay, there are people that go, yeah, but I can get it for like half the price. Yeah, but you're not going to get 1 gigabyte upload and download speed. So why would I want to go to something that gives me 30% of what I'm getting now for a £10 a month saving? Like, wow, big deal, right? £10 a month. Wow. I would rather have the highest speed kind of thing. Exactly, Dave. Exactly. Cheap does not always mean better. That's the thing, right? But I know a lot of people, they go, oh, you can get it cheaper. Go there. First check, what are you getting? Are you losing out on anything? If you're losing out on something that you never used anyway, fine. There's loads of stuff I get where you pay to subscribe to something and then it has loads of AI. And I keep waiting for another product that might come out one day where I could jump to that, because I use AI on ChatGPT, but I don't use AI anywhere else, kind of thing. I don't need to have it in CapCut. I don't need to have it in OBS. I don't need to have it anywhere there because they're pointless. It's like the AI in rank math. Who uses the AI in rank math? Does anyone actually even use it? If you use rank math, you've got rank math pro or not, do you use the AI functionality of rank math? Does anyone use it? I'm yet to find someone who does, so please surprise me. Surprise me. Devin, are best practices to add CS code to elements directly or code blocks? Depends on the CSS. So I would say you either add it to the element or you go to site settings, custom CSS in Elementor, or your theme, custom code, or with bricks, you got a code section. Depends on where you want to put it. But it very much does depend on how far and wide you want the CSS to apply. So if you only want it to touch that accordion, you stick it on the element. If you want it to touch any accordion on your website, you go to site settings. So it's all down to where you want to do it. You don't have to stick it in code snippets. You don't have to stick it in custom code, like Elementor give you that. Just stick it in the site settings. Everything is in one place. Easier to analyze and make rapid changes to your website. Palav disabled content AI for rank math. Exactly. I don't see the point in it at all. Smiley says, one person at Disneyland, after using a trial many years ago, dead and can't sue because of the trial. What? Igor, how you doing? Ah, look at that. Aditya, can you build a section, for example, like Reels Carousel that play video on tap? So I did a video. If you go to YouTube, my channel, yeah, Yusuf, your website's just come through, by the way. If you go to YouTube channel, I did a video. Look for the word dribble. Search for dribble. I did it where you have images and video. The video's autoplay, but you could easily do it where the autoplay on the video is off, and it's not until you click on it or hover on it that it's going to autoplay for you. So you could do that. Go and do a search for dribble, and you'll see it. Pepsi should be your official sponsor. Anyone here work for Pepsi, or you know someone who works for Pepsi, put in a good word for me. I might send you a bottle of Pepsi as thank you. It might be an empty bottle, because like, if it's nice and cold, I'll probably drink it and send you an empty bottle. I'll put a note inside that says thank you. Or maybe not. I'll see how much effort is required. In fact, I won't even send you the bottle. I'll just, too much hassle. I'll send you a photo of the bottle after I've drunk it. Before and after I've drunk it. Exactly, Dave. The tokens for AI in rank math is ridiculously stupid. If you're from rank math, anyone here from rank math watching, I'm telling you now, stupid model. Yeah, I've supported rank math for so long. Stupid business model. You might say you make loads of money from it, but I just think it's, you could do it a little bit differently kind of thing. And also, you need to remove the fact that I have to click it to get 100% for the page. I really hate that when it says you got 96 out of 100 because you haven't used content AI for a page. Like, that's so ludicrous, right? That's like saying, you can order a cheeseburger, but if that cheeseburger hasn't got the gherkin or the ketchup, you can't have the cheeseburger. No, I don't want the gherkin. No, you can't have the cheeseburger. That's really, really pathetic. You're making people click it. How is that efficient? How is that good for my time? Kind of thing. It makes zero. It's one of the most stupid things I ever saw added in. And when that started to become a requirement for you to get a higher score, ridiculous, right? Because that can make a difference between 79 and 82% for some pages. And your client might see that and go, why am I so low? You go, no, it's because of the content AI. And then you have to go in and sort all that out. Mador, can we make a slide down to close pop-up using Elementor Pro? Can we make a slide down to close the pop-up? What do you mean? Do you mean when you move your mouse up and the icon appears and then you click it? Kind of thing? Is that what you mean? Choose to close a pop-up when there is another pop-up. Choose to close a pop-up when there is another pop-up. Ah, right. Okay, I see what you mean now. So you say you got two pop-ups, but you want to close one. Having two pop-ups on the screen, you can enable multiple pop-ups, but I have my own views about that. Right. Yusuf has just sent in his website. So Yusuf, your website is pretty slow to load up, right? I mean, it's loaded up now, but it was pretty slow the first time, okay? So let us let me just go with full screen. Right. Here we go. So All right, first thing I'm going to say, yeah, is this is so overdone now, the whole Lottie image thing. But if that's what you and your client want to use, you go for it. But this is really, really, really overdone now. I do feel, though, that with the full width approach you've got here, it's very like that at the moment, spaced out. I would what? I mean, if you look at your header, right, your header's like what? 1000 something pixel wide. And then you've got this going like that outwards past the start of the header. It doesn't work very well for me. If all of this was centralized, proper central, and there was no gap here, you can get away with it. But because you've got this gap here, that feels like the threshold of start and end, right? And then you've got your hero banner text going beyond that. I would bring it in. I would bring that in. And even over here with this image, I would shrink it down. Because when I load this page up, I'm looking at the image, not the text. So I'm just focusing on that. You need to shrink this down and like move that inwards. Okay, right. So then you've got like find your perfect domain. The colors are good. I'm not going to lie. The gradients you've got working there work really well. Domain name. This does work well. Hero banner, you go to that. I think having your perfect domain just creeping up there, that does work because you get to see the full box there. That works. Nice. Looks really nice. Flip boxes. Yeah, this works pretty well. We're passionate about powering your... Again, see what I mean? Box width fit. Bring it in. Bring that in to the left kind of thing. That does work. So far at the moment, what you... Just watch out for your... I think you've got some negative margin on the heading there, so watch out for that. Bring it in again, left like that. I've just noticed something. Right, so there's a little bit of inconsistency here. Nearly everything has got a rounded border except your button over there, your buttons here, and this box. Because look, the month and yearly is rounded, curved, sorry. I feel you're going to have to curve it a bit, and I feel like you've got to curve this as well. You see these images here, right? They abruptly stop, like right angle stop, right? You need to curve them and there as well. It's too harsh of a cut. You need to curve it. You need to kind of like you need to curve it. Yeah, there. Oh, hold on. Is that because hold on? Have I zoomed in? No, this is it 100%. Yeah, there's very well spotted case. There's a little. I mean, I think it's this. I think it's this bit over here. So you just need to double check what that's for. No, I definitely changed that because everything was really nice with the colors, and then that I make it smaller. Maybe have them all in one row, but I think you're going to need descriptions. We know what these are, but someone's going to go, "What's that? What's that?" You know, what's that? So, you know, should I be worried? Is that a virus? People are going to get worried. So I would just sort that out. Nice. I mean, testimonials. That's quite nice, actually. That works pretty well. Yeah, that works okay. And again, I would just bring things in a bit. But yeah, that's all I'm going to say. Boom. That was a quick fire review, Yusuf. I hope that made sense. I hope you were watching. Were you even watching, Yusuf? You've not said a word. I'm not sure if you said a word. So for anyone that was on the live chat on Thursday, this is what we were waiting for. Yusuf's website. And now we've got it. So, yeah. We're done. Kind of thing, right? Right, I just got to add some notes here for what I'm doing on... I don't want to say out loud what I'm working on here because it will give away what I'm doing, which I don't want to do. I don't want you to know everything that I'm working on right Now, you know when you got a microphone in your face like this, you have to do this to make sure you're typing correctly sometimes because the mic is like hiding half the keyboard when I look down like that, which is annoying kind of thing. Yep, exactly, Palav. We finally got Yusuf's website analyzed. I mean, the colors were there. I think it just needed a boxed width coming in. And there's, for me, if you're going to start to do curved borders, I genuinely feel like you need to kind of like bring it in. Even if your button has just a minor curve, like 5 pixel, 3 pixel, it's got to have something, because the minute you go to curve and then hard line, it's like you're crossing multiverses, right? Are you curved or are you not curved? You know, make your mind up kind of thing. And especially the image, because the bottom of the image is obviously, there's a cutoff. And that just looks like, did you not have the full image? Did you crop it? What's going on there? Did you steal the image and you got rid of the author's name or where you got it from by hard doing that? So I said just curve it, which you can very easily do with a bit of CSS, which you can quite easily do. So I would say go and do that. Now, I've forgotten what I was doing here. Yeah, that's it. I need to just do a bit of code for that as well, because I want to do something else. I don't know why. Is it like that? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Right. So if I do that, because often you forget what you're writing. Right, just back to the comment. Hey, John, how are you? Have I ever done a code snippet that will add a dynamic login, logout link to the WordPress admin dashboard? Trying to achieve it with that chat. Well, are you using Elemental? Because you can use the display conditions so that it displays a login if you're not logged in, and it displays a logout if you are already logged in, and it will hide the login. So you can do that with a display condition. This one's been asked about a few times. And the logic is always the same, really. What do you want from me? Taking my life away. Hey. I don't know the words, so I might be humming them wrong. No. Right, okay. This is all work in motion, and I know you can't even see what I'm doing, which is exactly what I want. I don't want you to see what I'm doing just yet. I'm just trying to make some modifications before I start to build out the rest of the course. I've got to be careful I don't put it all on screen either. I just don't want you to see it all at the moment. There we go. And we'll go for something like that. Pretty good. I totally forget about displaying it. Yes, give that a try. That question has cropped up quite a lot a few times inside of the Elemental forum with how do I show login, log out? And a lot of people sometimes start to go use code. And it's always like, no. Just use the display conditions because it works. Maybe I need to do a video on that. Obviously, because the question's been asked a lot of people aren't fully aware of it. Maybe I need to do a video. It's not the most exciting video, is it, though? Like, you know, display conditions for log in, log out. It's like, that it. But because it does crop up quite a bit, I might have to do a video on that one. A lot of my ideas for videos come from questions I see people asking, or or something I've come up with. But so sometimes even in the live chat, someone might ask a question and I kind of go, oh yeah, that deserves a video answer because it will help other people as well. Right, let me just kind of add in some comments over here. Da -da -na 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 -na. Da -da 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 -da. Hey Alex, how are you doing? I'm not sharing my screen because I'm building out a secret course kind of thing. Hey John, how you doing? So I'm not going to share my screen unless I'm looking at something else. But I just thought I'd just go live while I'm working on it. Just because not because I need motivation, but because I am just feeling a bit like, ugh, how much more of this do I have to do? You know, when you say you're going to do something like create a course, it's a very lonely process, right? It's a very lonely process because you're going to do it to the best of your ability as to what you want to show, right? Soda Stream. So this is a sparkling spring water. Come on, focus. Why is it not focusing? It's not focusing, is it? Let me put my finger up. Maybe that will make it focus. Ah, damn, it's not focusing. But it's yeah, take care, Kays. Thank you very much. Take care. But working on a course can be quite lonely because sometimes you won't see the typo or you won't spot a mistake or where you explain something, but you could have gone into a bit more detail. And I do go through, once I've built it, I go through it with a fine tooth comb. And I do miss the odd thing, but I like to think in the latest Elemental course, I got it pretty spot on kind of thing. Yeah, it's called White Rock from Iceland. Yes, like, you know, when you start to do all that. For some reason, it's not focusing. Normally, it's quite good at that. I'm not sure why it's not focusing. Oh, hold on. Am I on manual focus? I've got my settings up over here. That's weird. Oh, hold on. I don't know what's going on there, but it seems to, the focus seems to be, I don't know why. Anyway, look, as long as you can see me, that's kind of all that matters. Any plans to build sites on YT Live? Yeah, I do sometimes when I'm working on projects and I happen to be going live, but I'm not doing that today because I've got a client project which is currently with them for handover. Another project that just ended where they now just need to pay after I've sent them the onboarding video for, not onboarding, how they log in and make their changes. You're getting a bit of sound reverb. Might be just the way I'm speaking at the moment. Bit of my deep voice at the moment. Cosmin, any idea on how to elegantly deal with the single page? Any idea on how to elegantly deal with a single page with sticky menu where menu links point to anchors on the page, offsetting the scroll is slightly inconsistent? Yeah, I've done videos on this where if you've got the menu on the same page and the menus go to that, I've got videos on that with where you can drop in a bit of CSS. Is anyone else getting an echo? Can anyone just confirm? Is anyone else getting a bit of reverb, sorry, not refurb, reverb echo at the moment? Please do let me know. Cosmin says no echo. What do I think about ACF versus Crocoblocks? Now, ACF, if you're going to use ACF Pro, you can do lots more repeaters. ACF is really good if you're going to supplement it with other plugins and other stuff. Crocoblock gives you a whole load of power within one suite. The only downside is that to use Crocoblock out the box, you gotta purchase it. Crockablock is amazing. Brilliant, brilliant team. If they're listening, brilliant team. You know, credit to them for what they're doing and what they're going through, but they work really hard. Whereas ACF, I can get out the door. I don't have to use ACF Pro because did you know that I've got code snippets on how you can enable repeater fields in ACF without going for Pro? And you can show them inside Elementor without going for Pro. You can do all of that with just the free version of ACF. We've got videos on that, right? Snippets and stuff. So there is stuff you can do. But if you want to get the beauty of the JetSmart filters and, you know, you're planning to do appointments and bookings and loads of other stuff, then you could just go for Crockerblocks as an example, right? John says the sound is cleared, so we'll take that as totally okay now. MHM Technology, how to have a live chat in WordPress. Is there a good plugin? Now, there are codes, there are stuff you can do. However, what you've got to think about, okay, is there any point doing it via YouTube? Because you have Zoom plugins, you can embed and put a feed in from YouTube into there. What you've got to consider, though, is because you're pumping it through YouTube, is your server going to have an issue with that? Is it going to affect what's known as like, what's the word? You know, program executions that are going on, especially if people start watching. So don't assume it's totally okay without checking with your host because like some plugins, some optimization plugins, they do like, they might have an RSS feature or they do like a feed of something or the other, right? To check your website's okay and online or whatever. And every time one of them is firing off, there's an execution going off. Cluck, 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 right? And because of that, your execution, program execution might suddenly go like that. And the minute that happens, your host might deactivate your website. They may literally suspend it without any warning because as far as they're concerned, they think your website's being attacked by bots. You know, because you'll have executions and then suddenly it goes like that, right? If that happens, did you really want to do that? Now, if you only have a small audience or it's a select audience whereby they got to pay or subscribe to go and watch a live chat, you may have like maximum of 200 people or less. So you could get away with it. If you're really popular and you're now being hammered with like 1,000 people hitting and they're going to watch the full 1 hour live chat via WordPress, your executions are going to go like that. It's like inodes. There's so many of these things that until you experience a bad day, or you get told that your inodes are, you got too many, and you go, well, what do you mean inode? I haven't got a single image called inode. What's an inode? And then you learn about inodes, and then you realize that every image is an inode, every letter text is an inode, every duplicate is an inode, every plugin, everything you ever do on your website adds up in inodes. And then you realize that when your provider said unlimited websites, they were lying. No one's going to give you unlimited websites. You can have unlimited websites as long as you don't use up your total file server space and you don't overdo your inodes kind of thing. Oh, Phil, if you correct me. And I probably have over-exaggerated it, but correct me on that. SIO expert just sent you an email from your site form. What was the email about? SIU? Because SIO expert? It's not come through yet. So unless it won't have gone to junk, but so Sinan says, since I started on Bricks, I stopped using all of it. What, is that Crocoblock and ACF you're talking about? Right, sorry. Do you know what? This is the problem with live chat. I start to focus on the live chat and I don't do what I was meant to do. So I am just working on my secret course. Oh, sorry. Okay, he's talking to Sinan there at the moment. So I'm trying to make sure I do not read out what I'm saying. because I don't want to give away what I'm currently working on. So I'm just trying to be a little bit crafty. Crafty is the wrong word, actually. I'm not being crafty. I'm just trying to... My slight worry is like how big this course is going to become. I've already worked out that this course could become like 40 modules. It's a loads and loads of stuff I've got to add. Because I want to do it properly. I don't want you to, if anyone gets this extra secret course, go, oh, you could have done this as well. Of course, I could add to it later, right? So that's probably the plus bit. But I want to get to a point where I cover off loads of stuff. Because if you understand a lot of this, the way you build your website, I think, is going to change for a lot of people. Massively. Massively. Official T-Dog, huge fan of Crockerblocks. Between Elemental, I don't ever need... Yeah, do you know what? The Crockerblocks team are brilliant. The stuff they put out, the changes they make, the whole suite. It's not completely easy to understand and use. And you do have to think a bit, plan it out, experiment, staging sites, trial and error. But when it works really, really well. John says, sorry today, I have access to a system with unlimited websites as of September. Really? What? You actually have unlimited websites? But is that because... How would that work? You're going to have to tell me it. Have you got unlimited server space? How would that even work? Absolutely. Crockerblock does take a bit of study and thought. No, yeah, totally agree, Phil. Yeah, Inode is a file or folder. I mean, when I did the tutorials on Crockerblock, I had to go back on myself a few times and re-record sections because I was doing it and I thought, oh no, I didn't explain that right. Well, I said do this, but then I created a problem for myself later on. So a lot of planning, and you will find there is going to be a bit of trial and error kind of thing as well involved into that. Right, let me now just let me now move on to the next part of my secret project. Don't forget though, on Monday, right? Don't forget on Monday, my new video's coming out about my new SEO tool of choice. You got Yoast, you got Rank Math, you got the SEO framework, you got SEO Press, all-in-one SEO, Slim SEO, Squirrely. There's loads more, right? We could go to the nth degree. You could even do it in-house. I tried to create an SEO kind of like local tool with code snippets, and I started to get myself in all heaps of shit and trouble with it, and I thought, forget it. Don't tell people to use a code snippet way of doing SEO, because then if you don't maintain it and all of that, someone might use a code snippet and then blame you when it doesn't go right, or there's an update somewhere with WordPress or something and you've not maintained the code. So don't go there with that. But I have got a new tool of choice. I'm slowly in the process of moving my other websites over to it. I've not done it yet to Web Squadron or the learn.websquadron.co.uk website yet. The reason I've not done it to those websites yet is because I didn't want to give it away until Monday. You will know this plugin. You will have heard of this plugin. It's not going to be like, oh, this is brand new. It's something that's out there. People use it. People like it. Some people don't like it. But I wanted to wait until Monday before I did the reveal, just because I like to do that. So that's why if anyone goes to learn.websquadron.co.uk, does theme detector or which plugin, you're still going to see Rank Math there. But I am not using Rank Math because I have fallen out of love with Rank Math. And I didn't think I'd see the day that I would do that, because I've been promoting and pushing Rank Math for 4 years now. Just over 4 years. YouTube channel is 3 and a bit years, but for over 4 years, I have been pushing rank math to anyone I came across. Now, I have a completely different opinion of it. Phil says that rank math is now bloat, and if you watched the intro to the video coming out on Monday, that is exactly what I kind of say in a longer version. Phil summarized it in 4 words. He didn't even put the word rank math. He just went RM is now bloat. Someone out there has the initials RM, and they're going to turn around and go, what? Did you just call me bloat? But RM is bloaty, bloat kind of thing. Quite bloaty. Thank you, official T-Dog. I just saw your comment. I could have... Maybe I need to revisit Crockablock and do another longer, deeper video about Jet Engine and Jet Smart Filters. Like right now, if you used it, how would you use it and what would you get out of it? And I won't cover the appointments and booking side of things. I'll just cover off Jet Engine and Jet Smart Filters. Maybe, yeah, as well. I think it makes sense to, right? With the ACF, because you're going to get it. I'd be surprised. In fact, let's ask a question here. If you've got the full suite, you've got the full suite. But has anyone ever gone for Jet Engine but not Jet Smart Filters? Has anyone ever gone, I'll just get Jet Engine, but they did not go for Jet Smart Filter? I'd be surprised. Because surely you'd want to get Jet Smart Filters if you were going to get Jet Engine as well. So if you've got all of it, everyone's going to get all of it. But has anyone ever gone for Jet Engine but not Jet Smart Filters? Because I would find that ludicrous. Because why wouldn't you? But has anyone not gone for Jet Smart Filters and just Jet Engine? Right? So I'd love to see your no, Yusuf, you've just sent an email saying your comments are blocked. You've not been blocked. No one has. I mean, I don't know if I haven't blocked you. I don't think you're blocked. I'm just gonna double check. No, as far as I can tell, Yusuf, you're not blocked on the channel, kind of thing. But your emails are there, and I've just seen an email come through, but I'm not keeping an eye on the emails because I've obviously got work, live chat, and then emails are over there, and my settings are up there. So emails are there, which I don't really care too much about right now. But I've got the live chat thing here, and then I got my screen I'm working on over there, kind of thing. Right, let me just check what we're looking at here. K9 Striker, Crockablock is the boss. We have the best, not the boss, the best. We have the full suite. T-Dog puts his hands up reluctantly. I love that. Yeah, John's right. There's no comments. There's nothing, there's no block or anything like that. So the thing is though, Yusuf, if you are sharing URLs or emails, they don't show up, which is why it might appear like there's a block. But you're definitely not blocked, mate. I would let you know. If you were blocked, I would literally say, right, Yusuf, you're blocked. So that everyone else is aware as well. And I would let you know so that if anyone ever makes a comment about, I got kicked out, I want to publicly let everybody know that this is why they were kicked out. And if they are contacted by this person, ignore them because they were kicked out for a reason. Because, I don't like to kick people out like, what's the word? What's the word? Secretly kind of thing. Right, okay. So yeah, I'm working on my secret project. I'm going to keep saying it because I was going to do this 2.5 years ago, and I never got around to it because this is more tedious than doing an Elementor tutorial. Let me explain why. If you're going to do a course about bricks or Gutenberg or Elementor or WordPress, they all start and end the same, right? WordPress settings, page builder or theme settings, global whatever fonts settings, maybe some extra plugin and the settings, header, homepage, other pages, menu, you know, footer and all of that, and then you get to the end, right? They all seem to go with a similar story, you know, where you start and then eventually where you get to. This course is a little bit, where's the start, where's the end? And I had to really formulate in my head for a long time. If I was going to approach this, how would I do it? I have seen how other people do it. And I don't think there's a right or a wrong way. But I really wanted to be careful with how I approach this subject. And it's not SEO. Some people think it's a super blown SEO or a WooCommerce. It's not any of that. It's something I've touched on, but I don't think I've done it to this level of in-depth explanation. But I'm doing it in such a way that if you've never used what I'm going to cover ever, you should get it. Because, yeah, you should get it. There will be videos, but the videos are silent. So what happens is I will explain something and then there'll be an autoplay video that just plays because the steps are so quick and easy. It doesn't justify me going, right, now click here, now go there. Can you see what this is doing? Everybody smile, everybody happy. Oh, pump the party. None of that, right? It's going to be easy to follow kind of thing. So you'll just see an autoplay kind of thing going on. Yusuf, if you're watching, try and pop in just a comment. Just say hello. Because you're not blocked, mate. You are not blocked at all. I would tell you if you were blocked. I would say, nope, Yusuf, you're blocked. You can't do that. But you're not blocked. Right. Official T-Dog. The World Coin, World ID thing. It seems popping up on Weibo. What's the thoughts? I don't know too much about the World Coin, World ID thing. Sorry, I can't comment on that. Mador, when we slide a pop-up downside, then it will close. Can we make it using Elemental Pro? When we slide a pop-up downside, can you explain that? Because I'm not getting it in my head. What do you mean when you slide a pop-up downside? When you slide down, it closes? Is that what you mean? So when you slide down, it will close. Is that what you mean? Because I would say that's not good UI. Because what if I do accidentally slide down a bit and it closes and I've got to go back in again? Is that what you mean? I think that's what you mean. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Right. Is my cat still up there? Hold on a minute. I just need to check if my cat's still asleep. Yeah. He's still asleep. He's been asleep for a while. Yeah, Sinan, touch slide. Is that kind of what we're talking about here? Right? Because I would say that's really bad UI. Because on a mobile, pop up and I might go like that and then it closes. Then I've got to, you know, that would be really annoying for me if that's what you're trying to do. Cheers, official T-Dog. I'll have a check. I mean, World Coin, can you explain a bit more about what is this World ID thing? The World Coin, it sounds weird. Sounds like Bitcoin. But it's for the world. Have you got anything you can add a little bit more insight into this as to what you're talking about? Oh, come on, I just covered that off. Why have I feel like I've gone back on myself. Oh, damn it, I did. Yes. Right, I've just gone back on myself. And I didn't want to do this. And I've now just realized that I've gone and right. Now, why does that not work? Why does that not work? What have I done wrong here? I've done something and what I'm doing is not working. Why is it not working? Why is this not working? Sorry, I've just gone silent there because I'm trying to do something and what I'm doing is not working, which is now annoying me a bit. Okay, cool. That'll do. So official T-Dog, they're attempting to change the standard for decentralized ID and payment method. I'll have to have a look at that. Ali, how you doing? Do you have any videos on WordPress page speed? Are you kidding me? Ali Arain. Ali Arain. Why? Why'd you ask? Of course you know. Of course I have. If you go to our video channel, I've got tons of videos on page speed 2024 and stuff like that. I've got loads of videos on that. I see Google page speed in your site. Do you have practical video? I have, yeah. If you go to our YouTube channel, you do a search for page speed. I've got tons of videos on page speed. I did one in January 2024 and you'll see it there. What are you, Ali? I think you're new. Obviously, you've said you're new. Are you a web designer, agency? What do you work on? Mador, a pop-up will appear in half the screen, and when the user swipes down, it will close. Yeah, you see, just because you have it in WhatsApp and Apple, go to ChatGPT and ask her, because you'll need to have like an event listener for when you scroll or whatever like that, something like that anyway, not an event listener, but you get the idea. Get some JavaScript or a code snippet written that will enable that pop-up to close, but I don't recommend it. I feel like let them click on the overlay or the close button, because I wouldn't like, because what if you're sharing something really, really useful and I swipe down and it's gone and I go, where's it gone? How do I get it back? What do I do? Where's it gone? Because it might have been like 20% offer. And now I don't know. How do I get it back? And I refresh the website and it doesn't come back. And I go, oh, damn it. I missed out on an offer. It's a bit, yeah. You're a freelancer currently learning WordPress custom theme. K9 Striker, do you have a list of affiliate links getting ready to buy some plugins? The only plugins I have affiliates for are, I don't think I have Rank Math Pro anymore. I have got Code Snippets Pro. If you go to our YouTube channel, you'll see it in a lot of my videos. I have Elemental Pro and Code Snippets Pro. And I think that's it. Because I don't bother with doing too many affiliates, because I don't want you to think, oh, the only reason you promote Elemental is because you got an affiliate link. Well, no, I use it. And the only reason you promote Code Snippets is because you got an affiliate link. No, I use it, and I've worked with the Code Snippets team. I've done videos for them, and I've been very supportive of them. But I don't like to do too many affiliate links, nor lifetime deals or anything like that. And like John said, absolutely, wait till Black Friday. If you want a really good deal, look out for them on Black Friday. Are we allowed to post YouTube links? Oh, John can. John has been a long-time follower of the channel, and he has moderation rights. A few people do. I allowed them because I trust them. But John has just shared a link for page speed. But anyone else, unless I know you really, really, really well, you can't post links because it could lead people off to malware or something dodgy. You know, we've got to be very, very careful what we share on here. K9 Striker, what about the upcoming SEO? I do share a link, but it's not an affiliate link. It's actually a guide on how to use it. I do share that link, but that is it. You've got to wait till Monday. And I'm not going to say whether this plugin is a free plugin, a premium plugin, a freemium plugin. I'm not going to say anything else about it. You got to wait till Monday. I'm not going to fall for that one. Because if I said it's premium, you'll then go, right, here's all the plugins. Which ones are free? Which ones are premium? Which ones are freemium? So if Imran says it's pro, it's that one. If Imran says it's free, it must be that one. So I'm not going to fall for that. Imran SEO Press or Rank Math. No, I'm not going to say. I'm not going to say. What I will say is this plugin covers SEO. Narrow it down from there. Ali, do you have any tips for currently learning WordPress custom theme development? No, I don't. Other than, well, look, Ali, think about it like this, right? And don't take this the wrong way. No, it's not rich snippets either. I'm not going to say what it is or isn't. If I keep saying yes, it is or isn't, people start to narrow it down. So I'm not going to say. Back to Ali, right? If you ask a question, if you say to someone, I'm going to create a theme development, and then you ask someone else any tips. Number one, I don't know what your skill set is. I don't know where the gaps are, but I would say focus on where you are learning and do that to death, right? And only ask questions where you're struggling to understand something, because then people with some knowledge of that area can help you better. But if you say any tips, I'd be like, my tip would be plan it out, which is a rubbish tip. But that's what you need to do, is plan it out. Mado, if we make a bottom menu in our WordPress Elementor, is there a way to open the different pages quickly? Because generally it takes a few seconds to open a page. That depends on your host and the size of the page and the DOM and how much is being rendered, right? So very much depends on what it's loading. Yeah, Paul, does Paul use SEO Press? I think he does. SIO expert. Technical question about site you created with ACF Pro from a real estate agency. SEO Press keeps telling me that if I update the plugin, it will no longer be possible to incorporate links in external sites, but in a little while there'll be a big problem because of. Are you sure about that? Because if you got ACF Pro, you can have URL links, which you can do in ACF free, can't you? I can't remember now. URL links. I'm pretty sure it's in there. Why are ACF Pro saying that if you update, you will lose that facility? You may want to go directly back to them to find out. I'm sure they can help you. I'm sure they can help you. Yeah, I mean, I hear a lot about React websites. I hear a hell of a lot. But what I will say is that is the speed of it so noticeable that it could make or break someone staying on the website? And even though, like, some people will say, you know, it makes quite a difference, I always go on the basis that unless it is so significant that it could make someone stay or leave, I don't overly worry about it too much. And I mean that in a nice way as well, by the way. You know, I don't want anyone to think, to say, oh, you're being a bit, you know, whatever. But it's got to be something that is worth my time, if that makes sense. Oh, sorry, I forgot to do something, didn't I? I need to add one in here for. There we go. I'm trying really hard to stay focused on the live chat. Yeah, I mean, what T-Dog says there, linking iframes, I don't know. Just double check with them. You know, that's what I would do, because they're saying ACF will soon escape unsafe HTML that is rendered by the field. The detected by some of the fields will be modified with change. Learn how to fix, show details. So they have been doing quite a lot where if you were using ACF3, there's a bit of like a short code you could add in to return the contents of the field through Elementor, because before you had to use stuff like dynamic OO and whatever. And I have always had this big issue with, you got to get a premium plugin just to do basic things like show an ACF field, like multiple ACF fields in one text editor. And I had a bit of code for that. And then ACF did an update about 3 months ago, 2 to 3 months ago, 3 months ago, I think, where you couldn't do that. So I modified the code and now it works again. And I wonder, are they fiddling with their plugin to stop you doing stuff, which I have this thing about charging, putting a value on top of something. Like, you created a custom field. Now you want to create a text editor where you show custom field, some text, custom field, some text, custom field, all in one block. But now you've got to pay for it. I really get a bit hung up on that. I really don't like that. Phil seems to have a solution there. I mean, if you are struggling to understand what Phil is saying, and Phil is making sense, but if you're unsure, can you go to the Web Squadron group in Facebook and post your question there, and Phil or someone else might jump in and give you some further clarity or explanation on there. Yeah, right, let me just go back over here because I'm focusing too much on this. Ah, cool. So I was going to do something which I don't need to do now. Cool. Right. Let me just change this. So this course is going to take a good 7 days. It needs to be ready in 8 days' time. I want to try and get this ready for the 11th of November, but I feel like I'm pushing it. Right? Yeah, John, what he's just said there, you know, on the Facebook group in the Web Squadron, we try to be as helpful as we can, and I do moderate that group a lot. If I find anyone doing any funny business, soliciting, posting anything maybe they shouldn't, I do get rid of it. If there's any affiliate links to anything or anything where I feel like it's not really on topic or whatever, I do ditch it out. Of course, I do post some stuff in there that's not completely on topic, completely, but it's my group. But anyone else, I do have to be a little bit funny with that. VJ, clamp calculator. Right, okay, so I'm just going to clarify a few things on this, right? So some people have said this, right? I'm just going to clarify. Okay, so if you go to our website over here and you go to tools, right? The Excel sheet, for some reason, is a bit like finicky, right? With something to do with Microsoft OneDrive. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Like, look, right now, yeah, if I go and change this to be 400 and I change this to be 50, it works. The formula changes. If I want to change it to be REM and I go and change this to be 2, it works, right? It is working. But if it does not work for whatever reason, you scroll down and use this instead. So I'm going to type in 400 and we're going to use REM and I'm going to change this to be 2.5 and I hit generate CSS and there you go. Look, there's the code. So 2.5, right? The value I popped in, which is there, and 400, it's gone and done it for you. So it's not the end of the world. Few people have said to me, oh, the Excel bit isn't coming through. It's a little bit outside of my control, that one, because sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. And I've struggled to work out what can I do to make this better. But if that does not work, just go down here and use that. It's on learn.websquadron.co.uk. Learn.websquadron. Boop. I'll give you the link to that. I'll just post it here. I mean, where were you going, though? Because you're saying it's not working. So where were you going, BJ? Because you were going here, right? Or were you going elsewhere? Or were you following a really old redundant link? But this is what you'd use. learn.websquadron.co.uk/tools. Scroll down and you'll have that there. No, that's the really, really old one. That one does not have this new version. But also, what I'll probably do is I'll probably drop it in there with the new version. And also, if you go to, let me share it again, right? If you go to our website here, right? And obviously this is where you get the course, but if you scroll down to here, you've got the snippets for free, right? You got it for free. So over here, you will have, where is it? There you go. You can stick this code snippet into your WordPress website. And then inside of your WordPress admin, you will have the font clamp calculator. Shall I show you what I'm talking about? Let me show you if I'm talking about, because I just want to, let me just make sure I don't reveal too much of the website tutorial. But if you then click onto, when you add in that code snippet, over here, you will have typography calculator. And look at this. Inside your WordPress admin dashboard, sidebar, thingy-majig dashboard, blah, 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 you will now have this. So do you want to use REM? You go, yeah, we're going to have 5 REM and we're going to go with 350 and the maximum size is 1,200 and the biggest size will be 7 REM. You click generate CSS and you got your code for you to go and use. So you could either use the tools link, or you could actually drop it in for your website, your client's website, wherever, and you now get the code that you could use. And if you're using bricks, here's the thing, this is not just for Elementor. If you're using bricks and your root HTML, let me just zoom in, right? Your root HTML is going to be, say, 10, right? And I now go and look at the value here, and I hit generate CSS. Whoops. See the values there? This is now going to use the formula based on root HTML being 10, whereas with Elementor, it's going to be 16. So there's multiple ways and things that you can do. So you can use the tools link that I shared, or you can use the code snippet, go to our homepage, go to the snippets bundle, either download the entire bundle pack or scroll down and you'll have each individual rubbish code, add it in, and you can add it into your website, your client's website, wherever you want. So easy peasy, right? And that's what we do here. That's what I do in Web Squadron, right? I'm not here to chat shit. I'm not here to make things up. I'm not here to say, yeah, you do this and you're going to be a millionaire. I'm not here to gaslight. I'm not here to pick on anyone. I'm not here to make your life feel rubbish and bad or crap. I'm here to hopefully pass on what I learn, good tips and practices, tools and features and things that are going to help you out. And I know that not everything I produce or show you is going to tick every flipping box. You might not like the color of what I did there, the grey background. You might not like the size of the font. You might not like something about it. I've given you a code snippet. If you want to make the font bigger, if you want to make it tabbable, if you want to do something with it to make it easier for yourself, go and do it. Quite simply, right? But that code snippet contains the formula, so you can help yourself out. But yeah, there's loads of stuff you can do. How to implement dark mode, like Mador. Right, okay, so Mador, have you actually ever visited the learn.websquadron.co.uk website? I've got a feeling you may not have. You need to go to our website, right? Can you see here we got snippets? You click the snippet, you download the bundle, or look at this, light dark mode toggle. You click that. Here's the HTML to get the sun and the moon icon. Scroll down. You've got, the snippet. So you got the HTML widget, which you drop into your header. You got the snippet. that enables the class name system. And then down here, you've got the logic and whatevers. And there was a video I did, which you can go and watch if you go to the YouTube channel and you go and search for light dark mode or dark mode, right? And you got it there. So all I'm going to say, Mador, right, is go and look at our videos, because this is like that situation where someone walks into like a pizza takeaway shop, right? And they go, I want a pizza. And the owner says, which pizza do you want? And they're like, what have you got? And it's a bit like, look up, the menu is there. Or they go into Subway and they go, I want a Subway. And they're like, what bread do you want? And you're like, what bread you got? Literally, it's there in front of you. When you go, it's on the glass. It's right there in your eye line, the 6 bread types. And you're like, what bread you got? What bread you got? Or you're like, or when they've cooked it and they've got it open and they go, what toppings do you want? And you're like, what you got? And it's like, well, you can see it. Lettuce, onion, tomato. Blech, tomato, don't like that on that. Jalapenos. It's right there. Right, it's like, right, fucking there, in front of you. Right there. What more do you need? And by the way, Mado, it's okay to ask questions, but go and... I have not answered every question under the sun. I can't know. I'm not claiming to know everything, but I haven't covered off everything. But what you can do is, hey, Beatrice from Costa Rica, hope you're okay. What you can do is go and search the video channel, and there's a chance I might have covered off in some form or another what you're looking for. K9 Striker, 6 months ago, was total novice. I'm really glad that like stuff I do, Paul, Jeffrey, Ferdy, Kevin Geary, Mark Zemansky, David Donedo, I could go on and on and on. Reno, Jamie from Poodle Press, you know, anything we do, jalapeno peppers, official T-Dog. Jalapeno. Is it jalapeno? Sorry, it's jalapeno, isn't it? Jalapeno peppers. Look, it's like, sometimes I pronounce things in the wrong way. It just comes out, right? Jalapenos. Pinot. Is it Pinot or Pinot? How do you say it? Is it Pinot Grigio? Yeah, is it Pinot or Pinot? Grigio or Grigio? Or Grio? How do you pronounce it? Because so many people have a different way of pronouncing it, and I've never got it on. Pinot, Grio, Grigio, Grigio. How do you pronounce it? Pinjo? Jonas, now you've messed up my brain. I've never said Pinjo. Pinot. Pinot. Jalapeno. Jalapeno. My God. You guys are messing up my brain now. Okay. But isn't it like Pinot Jal... No, I'm talking about wine. White wine. Which is a Pinot Grigio, right? White wine. Why am I doing that? You don't drink your wine like that. It's like, like that, isn't it? Kind of thing. Anyway. Yeah. I was meant to work on my course. Hey, Victor. Pinot. See, I say Pinot Grigio. Right? Jalapeno. Jalapeno. I've never said yo for jalapeno. I always say jalapeno. So jalapeno kind of thing, right? Pino. No, I'm talking about the wine now, not jalapeno. I'm talking about Pinot. I'm talking about this, right? So, white wine, Pinot Grigio. How do you pronounce that? See, I say Pinot. Pinot Grigio. Right. For everyone who's wondering what the hell is going on, we're not focusing at all. I need to get, oh no. Oh no, I didn't. It's all right. I nearly shut down what I was working on, and I would have been a little bit unhappy if I'd shut down what I was working on, because it would have meant that the very little that I've done in the last hour, I've lost. So it probably take me 2 minutes to redo. If it doesn't come out of a cardboard box, it is not real wine. Whoa, K9 Striker. Ooh. I do like my Baileys, though. I do like my Baileys. I do like my Baileys. Quite like Baileys. But I don't really drink that much anymore. If I'm kind of being honest, I don't, because I kind of look after my health a bit more and stuff like that. Right, let me just do a bit of work here. The something element is used to right. I've been live now for, right, how long have I been live for? Been live for 1 hour 30. Time's flown, isn't it? Beatrice, just wondering, have you ever created a Elementor Pro loop template with alphabetical order like yeah, it's there. You have the title, you have the name, Beatrice. So when you do the loop grid, right, you will have as part of the query, when you go to the query tab, you will have the name, and you can set that to A to Z or Z to A. But that being said, I did also create a video about a month ago on how you could sort the loop grid custom. No, hold on. Is that video? I think I released that video. It's either released or it's coming out. But you can do that out the box with, unless it's a custom query, then you need to use the code snippet, because I did a video on that. Thank you very much, Plura. I mean, it's the way I see it, Plura, is it would make 0 sense for me to charge for something that you could actually get from elsewhere. There are some people out there that say, here's a bit of code, but you got to pay to get the code. And I'm like, but you could get that code if you search for it on the internet or whatever kind of thing. Yeah, so Beatrice, you need to go, let me just double check, right? Let me just double check, because I have got a video. I have got a queer video, which will tell you how to do that. Yeah, here we go. Got it. So I'm just going to share the link for you now. Here you go, Beatrice. So Beatrice, you need to go and watch that video there. So that is going to show you how to enable sorting by date or name or whatever when you use custom query. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Someone asked that question about a month ago or so, and simple little bit of code snippet, you just drop in a little bit of code, and it enables you to do your sorting. And again, it's one of those things that should be inside of the loop grid. Elementor, right? I've provided the code. Elementor need to take that code and make it default inside of the loop grid. So when you do the custom query, it is there. And that's why things like that, you see, a bit of code. I probably spent about an hour and a half, I think, from memory when I was working on it, testing it, stress testing it. Takes up my time, but you could have eventually have got there with a bit of AI. So why would I charge for it? So I don't like it when some people go, hey, do you want our code? You got to pay $5, $10. I'm like, just a bit of code kind of thing, right? Just give them the code. Now, the course I'm doing is going to have quite a bit of code in it and stuff. And there is a charge for the course. But that's because it's not just the code. It's the insight, the pros and cons, the trial and error, the intelligence, the knowledge, best practice, bad practice, and all of that going in. So you do have to charge a little bit for that. Pinot Grigio, I think. VJ, can we use some type of class system in Elementor? Yeah, I do. Inside the Elementor website course, I cover off CSS framework and stuff like that. Eddie, when can we expect the secret course? I would love to have it ready, Eddie, for the 11th of November. On the 11th of November, the course goes up from, and I should share it, I'm not going to share it, goes up from $50 to $100. If you've not got the course now, don't cry when the price doubles up. And on that day is when I will probably announce and release the new course. And I really hope I have it ready. The Elemental course is just for Elemental. The secret course is built with Elemental in mind, but the knowledge you learn from that course, you could apply to any page builder, any WordPress website. I don't want to say you could apply it to your life, but you could apply it anywhere. It's promoted as supporting Elementor, but really it's global. So I've got to think about how I state it. I mean, I don't want to use the word WordPress in case automatic jump on me kind of thing. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. How have some of you felt about my marketing strategy? So I went for 10th of 10, then 11.11, and then the final price, which goes to $150, $150 is the 12th of the 12th. So I felt it was easy to remember 10.10, 11.11, 12.12. I thought it was quite a good strategy. And I've also set my prices at 50, 100, 150. And the new course will be a rounded number as well, rather than 37, 47, 97. I felt, let me just go all in so you know crystal clear, here's what the cost is kind of thing, unless it's a discount kind of thing. Thanks very much, Beatrice. I'm glad you like that. I held off releasing the course because I was like, you know, what dates do I go for? And I had to also be careful that I don't pick any dates that have got too much significance. The 11th of the 11th, though, was, like you say, John, Remembrance Day. I was very like, ooh, that's a bit of a dangerous one. But I hope people understand what I'm doing there. John B, I have no plans for Black Friday. There'll be no discounts on my courses, and at the moment, I'm not rushing to get anything either. I don't. If I've got something in mind, I'll be keeping my eye out. But right now, I'm not itching to get anything at the moment. Hey, Cosmin, if you don't get the course now, you know, the price will go up. Thank you very much. To be honest, Kai, if you want the logo, just go to the learn.websquadron.co website and you got the logo there. Absolutely, Eddie. Absolutely. So don't worry, John. I think Cosmin's messing around. That's absolutely right, Eddie. So if you've got version 1 or version 2 of the course, and if you had version 1, you would have got version 2 for free anyway, so you will probably have one or the other. The new secret course, you will automatically get 50% off. There's going to be no coupon code. There'll be no Black Friday deal. None of that. This will be like, here's the price. But if you got course 1 or 2, whichever version, you get 50% off. And that's how easy it will be. Pretty simple. Right, I'm going to jump off now because I've been live for 1 hour 39. I'll give it another 2 minutes because my intention was to work and talk. I'm doing 90% talk and 10% work. I could probably get more done if I had it on screen, but I don't want to share exactly what it is yet. Keep an eye out Monday when I reveal my new SEO tool of choice. It's not a new SEO tool, but for me, it's the one I'm now going to. All right. Kai, can you email me with your email just so info@websquadron.co.uk and I'll see what I can send you. All right, everyone. Yeah, John, I've probably ruined everyone's Saturday right now. But take care, everyone. See you all soon. Stay safe. Where's the off button? It's over here. Bye.